Hi, my name is Bridger Murdoch. How many of you guys, by the raise of hands, have seen one of these before? Okay, so a couple of you. So for those of you who don't know, these are Disney pins. The little pins you can collect and buy at the parks. They're around $6 to $11 a pin. And the whole purpose of these pins is to collect and trade. You know, you can trade these pins with family members, friends, and also workers at the park. When you're at Disneyland Park, if you look closely, you'll see cast members and workers there wearing lanyards. And on these lanyards, you'll see them covered in pins. And when you see these people, you can approach them at the park and ask to see their pins and trade for any pin that you want. And obviously, some of these pins are going to be, more limited edition, more rare. And the point is to either find pins you like or find limited edition pins. And this has drawn in a huge crowd. At Disney, they have huge conventions where people from around the world meet to look at pins, talk about pins, trade pins. And it's become a huge, event for Disney lovers and Disney pin traders. Same goes for, let's see here. For these bad boys, these are called vinylmations. Very similar to the pin, trading. These are little figures about 3 inches tall. And same goes for these. You can buy them at the park. They're about $10. And you can also trade them at the park. In many of the stores at Disneyland, you'll see that they have black boxes behind the counter. All you have to do is ask to see the black box. They'll bring it to you. It's from 1 to 12 or 1 to 24. You pick a number. They show you that vinylmation was attached to that number. And you can either choose to trade or to keep the one that you already have. You're not forced to trade or anything. But same goes for these. People love vinylmations. They love collecting them, trading them, and they also have huge conventions for the park. These things, the pin as well as the vinylmations, created a love that I received at a very young age for Disneyland, and that is why you guys should vacation to Disneyland. And the first reason why you should vacation to Disneyland is because it appeals to all. Right here is a picture of my family at Disneyland. As you can see, we're all smiling, we're all very happy to be there. My family made it a goal to go to Disneyland, at least once every 2 years, sometimes, once a year. I know my mom and my sister, they like to go twice, sometimes even 3 times a year. It's safe to say that we're all addicted. And the reason why is because Disneyland appeals to everyone. The old, the young, I feel like we're still young, but even the middle-aged people, everyone can find a reason why they want to go to Disneyland. One of these reasons might be because of the things they have for kids. This is what they call the Bippity Boppity Boutique. It's a place where little girls can go and have a princess makeover, receive the crown, the dress, and feel like a princess while at the parks. Another reason why people love it is because of the food. Here's a picture of someone getting a churro. How many of you guys have had a Disneyland churro? A couple of you guys? These things are awesome, I know you've had a churro before, but the Disneyland churros beats every churro you've ever had. And people love the cool foods that they have there, the unique foods that are attached to sometimes some of the movies they've made. And that's another reason why people love it. Another reason why is because of the rides. People love roller coasters. They love the rides that Disneyland has. They're very unique, and most of them are tied to films they've made. So there's a nostalgic feeling towards the films, and that's one of the reasons why people go is because of the rides and the nostalgic rides. Kids as well as the adult crowd, they love the shows. I know at Disney they have multiple shows during the day. So if you're just trying to get a nice seat, you're tired of walking around all day, you can sit down and watch one of their many shows, and these things are Broadway. The Aladdin show, I compare it to any Broadway show you'd find in New York or London. These things are very well done. They follow the films, and it's a great way to not only draw maybe an older crowd, but also, give yourself a rest during the hot day. The second reason why you should vacation to Disneyland is because you can go anytime. Here in Utah, we are pretty close to California where Disneyland is located, which means that many families have the choice of either driving to Disneyland or flying to Disneyland. We have the option to do both. If you want to fly, it's going to be about a 2-3 hour flight to the airport in California. Or if you want to pack up the car as a family and drive, you know, it's going to be about a 12 to 13-hour car ride. Something very easy to do. Something that I found very unique about Disneyland is people are willing to make that sacrifice of the drive to be there for a couple days and drive right back. You know, that car time isn't an issue because it is not very long, and people know what's waiting at the end of that road, which is Disneyland. People are willing to take those drives for even a day or maybe even 2 days of the park and drive right back. So it's very easy to do and very, you know, efficiently done if you do want to do it by plane or by car. Another reason why is because of its season. Disneyland has a very unique season compared to most parks. You know, I know Lagoon, they have their summer season, their fall season, and then winter and spring close down. That is not the case for Disneyland. Disneyland is open year round. So people like to invest in these things called season pass holders, where they can go year round at the park. They buy the season pass one time and can visit the park as much as they want. And that is just because the park is always open. I know right now it's kind of a weird time. We have the coronavirus going on. But normally, you know, the park is open. Right now is a very unique time, but normally the park's open year round, and families can enjoy this park no matter what season of the year it is. All right, and another reason why you should go to Disneyland is because you can feel safe. Disneyland has great security. To this day, there has been no crazy, you know, outbreaks or violent measures happen to the park. And that is due to these guys. When you're at Disneyland, you'll notice there are security guards everywhere. Some of them are wearing these police outfits. Some of them are wearing the Disneyland Ranger outfits. Either way, the park is very secure, and that is one of the things that Disneyland prizes is the security. So when you're there as a family, you can feel very safe. And once again, another reason why I love the park is because these security guys are usually wearing pins. So you can go up to them, meet the security of the park, and also interact with them, trade pins with them, talk to them, and feel like a very, family feeling at the park. Also, before you get into the park, there's very, high security measures, kind of similar to an airport. Every individual who walks into the park needs to pass through metal detectors. And if you have any large bags, these bags are searched by security members of the staff. So that is another assurance that when you're in the park, you're getting safe hands, they've taken the safety precautions necessary to keep you safe, and you can have a great time with your family. So let's review why you should go to Disneyland. Because it appeals to all, you can go anytime, and you can feel safe. Vacation to Disneyland. Thank you.